Hey guys. So, I always begin my videos like that. um, I contacted my father, and the abuse cycle is trying to start up again. They just don't change at all, as we all know. But he's actually being pretty cool. He actually helped me out financially, and he's gonna help me get back where I should be. And I also just got a couple of good jobs in the new place where I moved. My car got repoed. That was a big deal. It sucked. So, um, anyway, I took some risks moving to where I was to try to get away from them. And I went through so much bloody hell trying to get away from them. It is disgusting that I end up having to contact any of them. But I guess, I don't know. He's being nice right now, but his enabler is showing through. So now here's the cycle. So I'm on the phone with him, talking to him about the stuff that I got to get together and everything else. And I've been chatting with him on the text. And he wants me to contact my mother. He says, I think you should call your mother. First, he has me call the golden child. And so I call the golden child number 1. So I call the golden child. And he calls me back, and I have a nice conversation with him, and he was actually nice the whole time. He was actually kind of supportive. He said, well, all you need to do is just get established there, and you'll be all right. So, and he's right. All I need to do is get established here, and I'll be all right. So that was actually pretty cool. But here's where the enabling starts. So Daddy's on the phone, and he says, I want you to call your mother. And I tell him, I think that's a really bad idea because you have no idea how bad that's gotten. And he says, and I tell him what she did to Uncle James. I don't think he knows what she did to Uncle James. And you remember what she did to Uncle James. She wouldn't give him any plasma in the hospital while he was dying of cancer. She said, oh, don't give him any plasma. And how Aunt Mary won't talk to her no more. So, So I told him about that, and I was telling him all the crap she pulls, and he says, and how she manipulates everybody. He says, well, I just don't want to hear about her. You should just not let it affect you. But see how he's, quote unquote, not letting it affect him? He's telling me I got to put up with her, and I better shut up about it. That's called enabling. And he's also encouraging me to, quote unquote, not let it affect you by putting me in the position of having to deal with her and not being able to say a word about her shitty goddamn narcissism and behavior. That's called enabling, and he wants me to just go ahead and disassociate like all the golden children do. Well, even the golden child himself said they don't treat me like that. No, they don't treat the golden children like that. They only treat the scapegoat like that, and I was born into that role. I wasn't just cast into that role. I was born into that role. And he, So Daddy is telling me wants me to call her, but he doesn't want to hear about it and wants me to disassociate and pretend it doesn't affect me. And do like the golden children do and just don't listen to a word she says and pass it off onto somebody else. But there's nobody else for me to pass it off to. I'm the scapegoat. I'm the toilet. I'm the garbage disposal. I'm the permanent toaster oven. She takes all her goodie out of me, and they all do, and the whole family system ends up falling. They use me as the family sewer for all their emotional garbage. So I've decided I'm not going to call her. No. Because that's the cycle of abuse starting again. He passed it off to the golden child. The golden child passes it off to me. Passes it off to, and then and dumps it all on me while they can just go enjoy their lives and have no fucking problem because they don't listen to her anyway and they just constantly disassociate, which is horrible for your mental health, as we all know. Just not letting it affect you is not that simple if you have to be around them, especially her. It's called toxic radioactive poison, and it will affect you, whether you pretend it does or not. It will affect you. So either way, I'm going to pull my ass out of this. If I end up having to talk to her, I'm going to tell you guys all about it. But there lies the cycle, all starting again, over and over again, spin cycle. And I'm just so done with her because she's the worst one of the bunch. She's the worst one of all, definitely. And there's no way she's going to do anything about it. She's pushing 80. He's 84. And it might not be around very much longer. But I see no reason why I have to sacrifice my mental health, which subsequently leads to my physical health and my spiritual health and my emotional health. And my mental health affects everything else. And I'm not going to sacrifice my mental health for this. I'm not going to do it. I'll stand at the side of the road with a sign begging for money before I'll do it. Okay? I just, and I don't want to handle her anymore. And I don't want to be a gray rock. And I don't want to constantly dissociate and pretend it doesn't bother me, because it does. And it does affect my life because she manipulates everything, because she's trying to destroy me because of her pernicious envy and her determination that all the problems of the family are my fault. I'm doing some counseling today, by the way, so I do that anyway, but I'm especially hitting it now so that I can deal with this. But here comes the crunch, passing off all the garbage onto the scapegoat. Pass all the shit, literally poo-poo, onto the scapegoat because they don't want to deal with it. And there's the cycle of abuse. Happy Sunday.